Um, there'll be no intro for tonight's show. Um, I don't know if you guys saw this, but it was very, um, I couldn't watch the whole thing because I was just like so upset when I first came across it. Hopefully you guys can hear me and hope I'm not too loud or too low. It's Princess Life at late night. And yeah, some people are sleeping here, some people are supposed to be sleeping. Guys, that's why it's so hard for me to get out here when I can. I thank you all for hanging in there with me, for all the ones that have. Um, this girl's making me sick.
And we don't want to hit the bottom, and you don't want to hit another surfer.
Okay.
You do none of those things, you're good to go.
All right.
So in terms of not getting hit by the board, you want to always try to keep it pointed straight at the waves.
Say hi, Dave.
This spot at Malibu, it's really deep water over here, and then it gets shallow over there. So we just don't want to go over here, where it's going to get shallow.
So this is my instructor for right now, and this is my instructor during the summer, or whenever he's. So I got two instructors. I'm blessed.
Yeah, let's go.
And this is his suit. Well, one of his suits.
Fit it
Not
up.
the fit.
So, just take note of everybody's attire. And these scuba suits are fairly warm. We are in December. I understand that she's in California. I get that, but the suits are warm, and even the guy with the camera has on pants, and he has a scuba suit on actually at the bottom of the t-shirt camera. So just, and I didn't, so we're watching it. So I was first looking at it, everything seemingly okay, other than the question that we've been asking lately is, hey, where's Junior? Is he in therapy? What's going on?
I'm gonna go get a pink one, okay?
You gotta get a pink one.
The summer then.
Huh?
Yeah. We got it, dude.
Okay, cool.
We're on it. So, today's vibe, there's like no waves. It's super
The
chill.
first thing that I thought when I saw this too, though, was like, I hope he is nowhere near that beach. And then lo and behold,
You're just gonna lay on the board.
What's your Instagram?
Swim out next to you. Wolf surf.
Wolf Surf.
Yeah.
And what's yours?
I don't.
Oh, he don't got one. See, that's he normal, huh? How you spell it? Oh yeah, see guys, yeah. She said how you spell it.
Oh man, WOLFE surf. SURF.
Okay, period.
Yeah.
so he's
I got like 7 followers, dude.
Okay, hold on.
Pretty sick.
You said 70?
7, dude. 7.
Yes.
he was
All
back
right,
there.
so
He's back there with the
so let's
babysitter.
start. How are you gonna stand on the board?
Which
Like,
you
imagine you're a surfer. Like, show. Okay, that's pretty much it. You get low. Yeah, you get low.
Yeah.
And then on your board, you got this center line, right?
Right.
You want this center line to be like even.
Why is not waxed out?
It's got some wax. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
It'll work. These ones you don't need too much wax. But you want that like your feet even.
why
on
you-
it.
I'm assuming none of her friends are there because no one wanted to watch Junior and she couldn't afford to pay for their lesson as well. So it's like, okay, yeah, come with me. You can get a lesson and watch the baby. She can afford that. So now she is having to invite hired help into her life, which is one of the most dangerous things you can do as a celebrity. Like, period, hired help, I think is one of the most dangerous things that we have to do. Daycares, especially nowadays, even school. So now you're talking about a nanny. It's just risque. It's risky. And then, okay,
I'm not doing it on here because it's easier here.
What do you mean?
Like, is it easier to surf with this or that?
This one's better.
Okay.
Yeah. I love these ones. These ones are amazing. They're goofy. It's like
Okay,
playing
cool.
around. So you want to be on the center, nice and low, and then let's do one pop up. So lay on your belly, and then when you stand up, kind of do 3 steps. You do a cobra,
oh, she needs
right?
swim.
Cobra, and then we're gonna go back foot, front.
Back foot. Front. Oh, I did it wrong.
You can do either way, whatever feels
Yeah,
best.
sometimes it helps if you don't keep running.
Yeah, don't
Right.
even think about it.
Okay.
Just go cobra.
Just shoot.
Just do cobra and then stand up. Stand up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Looking good.
You see this living beast behind her that is called a body of water? This is like no joke.
And then one thing to
Yes.
think about, if you
Yes.
start to feel like you're falling this way, which I
Okay.
think is going to happen, towards your butt, you take your, you take your left hand and you bring your left hand down to the board.
Okay.
And I'm almost certain it'll happen. You're going to feel like you're going to fall. That's the
Okay.
safety position.
Okay.
If you ever feel like, oh shit,
Okay.
boom, low and a little ball.
All right.
Cool? And I'll grab you this leash so you don't, if you fall, the
Yeah,
board will
put
still
me
be
on the
attached.
leash. I don't know how to act. They're gonna drift away.
Now we know we are inspiring.
You want the pink
This
leash?
spot in the summer, there's usually like 100 to 200.
Hi. Hi,
We
bud.
got one.
What's wrong? You having a fit? You hot? What's going on? You want your bottle?
Oh yeah, maybe he's hot.
Oh, I have an umbrella in my car.
All right, let's do that. Good
Yeah,
idea.
So none of them thought about him sitting in the sun like that. Look at the sun beaming on this child.
Grab that.
Yay! He said yay!
Yay.
No, he didn't say yay. That was a so he went from whimpering to saying yay that fast. Nay to yay. Okay. So let's just
Come on, man, get
Hi,
up. You can get up.
bud. Hi, bud. He's darling. Let's get the bottle.
he is whimpering and hiding from the sun. He's hiding from the sun. That chair has a fold over it. She's gonna finally do it when the camera gets to be shown on the baby, right? Then she's gonna finally do it. Look, he's scringing away from the sun. So we don't even know how long this has been going on. Then finally he gets to crying because it's probably becoming painful. Like this is not, she knows what she's doing. You mean to tell me you don't think, or maybe she's that aloof. You don't even, I mean, it's not an animal. It's not an animal. I know people that probably will be more considerate toward their dogs. You don't think that the baby needs shade? First of all, he is not a baby. Let's be clear. This child is a toddler. He doesn't have any shoes on. He's no socks on. So even if it okay, he's not getting in the water. So he should have socks and shoes on his feet because he's not in a situation where he can just go run free, right? So to protect him from any kind of bugs or anything, he should at least have socks on. At least that. Even sandals. He's no hat on, not even a hat. Not even a hat. So then you have a child, they're a person. So you're thinking like this little person can't think for themselves. They can't fend for themselves. So we're going outside. It's going to be sunny that day. Okay, it'll be hot. A normal person, I'm a person. I need socks and shoes. But then again, what am I thinking? Thinking that, this is like a normal person that we're even talking about as far as being his parent. Because why are we even having surfboarding lessons when our son can't I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. When your child cannot even get up out of a carrier at 2 years old, he can't get up out of that carrier by himself. And that's why he doesn't have any socks or shoes on, because you don't intend for him to go walking around in the sand. This is ridiculous. And then this woman, shout out to Ruby Kai because she does a thing, she keeps her eye on the circus, right? So that none of us who have fragile hearts and emotions don't have to keep a constant eye, right? We can kind of look things like this, like, is it safe? And it's hardly ever safe to look. Um, so people have been talking about the whole bottle falling in the sand and the nanny not picking up the bottle out of the sand or picking it up and then wiping it off with her hand, attempting to give it back to the baby. Then Sean says, hey, rinse that off. So, but on top of, so this is very dangerous. You're in a dangerous space. The child is in danger because the mom doesn't have personal courtesy, thought, personal care, does not take into forethought the child's personal care enough to say socks, shoes, hat, it's a sunny day. I didn't even get to the point that the fact the child doesn't even have on a t-shirt. They sell wife beaters for toddlers. They sell those tank tops. They sell t-shirts. My child owns t-shirts. He owns some of them. They're just little white tees, just undershirts. He could just have that on. Why doesn't he even have that on? And why don't you even think to pull that hood? How long did this child sit and suffer in the sun before he finally whimpered on camera? You know, you see, that's the Lord. That's who the Lord loves. I don't know who that gentleman was in the video that I saw that Ruby Guy did, and I said, I'm not reacting to that mess. Because everybody that calls himself a reverend, a preacher, a prophet aren't. And the easiest way to determine if someone really has Jesus Christ in their heart is if they even mention his name, Jesus Christ. And if they are coercing you to repent and proclaim him as your personal Lord and Savior. I didn't hear that man say that to give her as not even once as advice. When it's the number one advice any normal, even average Christian would give someone. Okay, Mr. Prophet, that's fine. Moved on. Here we are. Because again, it is this child that he loves. And I'm not saying he doesn't love her. I'm not him. I just know he loves this child because number one, we know it. It's in the Bible. He loves children, all of them, right? 4.5 minutes is the reel of her being on the beach. Most of that time, you'll see him until now at about 4 minutes, right? So the entire time you don't even hear, you don't see him, but you hear that whimper. You see that? It's just a random, she's always gonna go live. And at that time that she decided to go live, bear witness. You see this? Something, um, mm, mm, mm. Something will be done because things like this become revealed for a reason, for a reason. Um,
Oh yeah, that's why you had to turn. It's okay, man. Let me take this.
You think he's thirsty?
Huh? No, he's okay.
Okay.
You got. Can you rinse this off?
Yeah. Oh, Lord.
Ryan.
It's water.
So wait. I thought he said, yeah, right? She found someone. Oh, wait. So let's go back to the original thing that I'm saying about this woman. This woman is very, very dangerous.
Ay, ay, ay.
Again, just as fool as Sean.
Good idea. Okay, got it.
So let's talk about safety.
Okay, let's go.
So we don't want to get hit with the board.
See, it's over once the baby needs to be tended to. She just as fool as Krishan, but I don't think so. You're not a fool. If you're an actual nanny that produced an actual resume, don't you know that the baby needs the hat, the socks, the shoes, the t-shirt, the things that we were talking about? And then why were you attempting to give that child the bottle out of the sand? So now this is the complete opposite of what the child needs. Again. So now this is two sound adults that seem to know, well, it doesn't look like, from what we can see, Krishan doesn't seem to know what the thing to do is. So we can give her that, right? Mm. This woman who would seem to know, she clearly looks like she's given birth to a child or two. Um, so we can assume that her position is nanny. She's with the baby. Let's assume she is a hired nanny, and she's given a produce a resume that should at least say, hey, I'm a nanny, which would at least assume I know that children, she looks so demonic in that close up just now. Um, that can produce a resume that would say, hey, I'm a nanny. And so with that, the assumption is I know when a child is in need of a hat on a sunny day. I know that when a bottle is contaminated, the proper way to clean it before giving it to said child. So somehow help has been hired that's just as bad as the mom. Okay. Uh, let's read the comments because that was too much. She's not even right. See, and this is the thing. This is why I was like, because it's so much. So look, so and she also has helped to lie now about the situation about the baby too. She now she has this person is probably not even going to be hired for a long time. That's really sad because I said that because oh gosh. Because it just doesn't, I don't know what Chrisean, this doesn't, the way she's handling the baby is like she doesn't want him. And that's just it's what it looks like from how he's being handled and raised. Like, so anyway, that what I was saying was that in a normal situation with a mom and having a child with special needs, that mom would be, you would think that she would be so tired from all the appointments and all the because it's you and your baby. So you know what the baby needs all the time. So you being around your baby or your child, it's like, oh man, and you have these things, if you are blessed with these resources, which she should have in a stable home for the child, you know, shelves and folders and boxes and, carts full of things, toys and cards, flashcards, resources, paints and things so all these things are around and you know that your child needs this help and these things are around, you say, let's do this. Let's do that. You know what I mean? And this is in between any normal schooling that the child has and also as well as therapy. Now her child specifically would also have therapy. So you would think that after all of that rigmarole and energy, and then you have your prayer life, right? And reading the Bible, which is separate from your prayer life, right? Um, you would think, and then you're trying to make your money, you would think that the average mother, whether a celebrity or not, would be so exhausted that it wouldn't be a situation where one, we're even here doing this, or two, we have to bring the baby because he's tired from everything that he's been doing. He's going to be at home safe. And that's going to be out in the sun. So the baby's there with the nanny because she doesn't trust the nanny, halfway because she doesn't really know her. Just, this lady's new. Or maybe Ruby Kai was wrong, and this is not that because let me be clear. I'm thinking this was the nanny because Ruby Kai said this was the nanny. And that could be something that Ruby Kai is assuming as well. Um, because there's no other person there, right? There's a cameraman, the surf guys, and then there's a woman. So I'm hoping that it wasn't a situation where, she's a part of the surf teaching crew and says, hey, yep, I'll watch him. I'm not going to surf today. So we're hoping that it is a situation where she is like at least a hired nanny at best. And that's sad because again, at best, she no suggestions about pulling over the covers so that the child would be in shade. The child is even there by the water. We know that it's a bit cooler by the water. They are in scuba suits. This child is not hot at all. What if he's not hot? He's just in the sun. You understand? The sun, the sun can make you warm and the air around you could be freezing. At least cold enough for the cameraman to say he wants to wear pants. But the baby has on no shirt. Ah. Hmm. So the comments. She's not even effing listening. Right. So I'm sorry. I get to that and then I get back to this. So let me wrap this up with that. So again, yes, she lied. The baby was crying, whimpering. And she goes over there, "What's wrong, man?" So she acknowledges that something's wrong. And then somebody says, "Yeah," or he says, "Yeah." Let's see.
Hi, bud.
We got one.
It's coming up.
What's wrong? You having a fit? You hot? What's going on? You want your bottle?
Oh, yeah, maybe he's hot.
Oh, I have an umbrella in my car.
All right, let's do that. Good
Yeah,
Let me
idea.
grab that.
Yay! He said yay!
He didn't. He said, he said, just more whimpering. And then he proves that it was more whimpering when
Yay.
Come on, man, get
Hi,
up. You can get up.
bud. Hi, bud. He's darling.
You probably need something to lean up against.
Oh, yeah, good idea. Perfect. Let's get the bottle.
she doesn't even. So while Krishan was over there doing the thing, she's just sitting there. The baby just sitting there, no shade. She didn't pull the thing. She didn't even offer the bottle. Oh yeah, that's probably a good idea. But you're the nanny. You're supposed to be on top of his knees already. You know the last time he had the bottle, and then it's just this must be something she's here, and then just laying in the sand, right? This is so. Yeah, I couldn't even watch this earlier. Um, Come and say she's not even effing listening. They don't want to be in live. Right, the guys. She's not listening to that instructor at all. So what? And that's really sad because she wasn't paying her kid any attention either. So her mind is just, hey, I'm on here having these lessons, guys. Junior wants to take classes too. Oh gosh, you're such an idiot. Oh my gosh, what's wrong with these people? The instructor saying I have an umbrella in my car and her not saying anything. Hmm. Looks like everyone's going to the beach. I feel like she stays under the influence at all times. Wow. Crackhead Rock seen Blue and never s- story of them at the beach. Seen Blue and new story of them at the beach. And a few hours later, Crack Rock happens to be at the beach. And then there's poor Junior in that small car seat. Poor little boy. His mother is a selfish, annoying widow. And honestly, it feels like she's trying to bump into Blue. Even if they did bump into each other, it would be weird for Blue. But it would be weird for Crack Rock for her stalking his life. She hates to listen. Yeah, yeah. It must give her a headache. Oh, he's not enjoying the beach. Everywhere but a physical therapy. As a parent, this is hard to watch. Yes, yes, yes. Speak on it. No shorts, no hat, no sunscreen, no bottle of water for him, no sandcastle toys, nothing. What? That is what I saw. He looks like his life is hard. You guys are like, the stroller's too small. Yeah, it's not a stroller either. He's still being in fetal position, right? Because that's how she got him, by not allowing him to stretch his legs. How is he enjoying the beach? He's literally in a car seat doing nothing, right? Club feet. I'm sure that doesn't feel too well, shoving his feet in regular shoes. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. His quality of life is so sad. He needs physical therapy and apply for other types of therapy. And that's what I was saying. I was literally saying because he's older than 2 now. You know what my 2-year-old does? He doesn't stop running, talking, laughing, playing, etc. This is so sad. Exactly. Exactly. So we wanted to see him in his journey. Yeah, I know. Mine too. Why? She's running around treating him like a rag doll. Especially he's watching Chrisean Jr. Uncle. She was so happy circling.
Like a so real moment. Like I was supposed to be surfing, and then like my uncle was there, so I had help with the baby. There's this sweet lady was there too. She was with the baby too. Like, bro, heart is so happy. I'm so happy. Yeah, I'm really happy. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Hosanna! And then like it was like a.
This is so sad. That woman was a complete stranger. She was a complete stranger that could have been sent. She doesn't even know. With an identical bottle. Yeah, she's got this kind of bottle. Da, da, da. Just come with that. Oh yeah, you're right. Here. This is so sad. I did not know. I gave it the benefit of the doubt until the very end, as always. This is insane. This is a complete crash out.
In the fucking scene. Why is he even on a bottle still? It's 68 degrees on the beach. She has him without a shirt. He looks so uncomfortable right here. The sun is beaming on his face. His toes look swollen up. Like how much?
I didn't even know that it was 68 degrees, but I know that he needs a t-shirt. What did I just tell you guys? It's mom's no. And I'm sorry to that lady. I thought she was a freaking nanny. I thought Chrisean had better.
Out of jail.
I don't know Chrisean personally, so that's why all this is hitting me hard. Or not hard, or it's a shocker, right? Because you just, you know, I don't know. And then you think that her elders would have taught her better. I told you last video though, those women taught her nothing.
Keep saying, oh, CPS is trying to get her, but
It just keeps on being proven through the how she's taking care of the child. No one in her family should be bragging about how much of a bad mom she is, especially if they're even a year older than her. Or even if they're the same age as her, or even if they're younger than her and their babies are doing better and if they are a mom and they think they're better mom than her, then they shouldn't be bragging because that's your kinfolk. Help her get it together for the love of God and that baby, if for nothing else, for that child.
my boyfriend's niece is about to be 2 years old. She eats straight, solid food. She only eats a bottle of milk. She drinks a bottle of milk.
And if she got in the water with that new hair that she got in her head, it's gonna stink really bad. And I don't give a damn about washing it. It's a sew-in, right? So, oh my God, that's just, gosh, it made me itch. Why do you really put this person?
Can you help me?
That's cute though.
Okay, here we go. Looking good.
That's really thinking.
All the way. Yeah.
My hair tie.
Your hair what?
Hair tie right here.
Okay. I usually go back, take it off when the hair tie is that far up, but maybe we can get it. Oh, that's fine. Got it.
Say hi to the vlog.
Hi to the vlog. Looking good. It's so cute on you. I'm obsessed with it. You got it so fast. A lot of times you go to those places, they don't have color girl up. It's so cute. Fits you perfect. It's got your purple and the aqua. She's a mermaid.
Hosanna!
Hosanna!
You gotta put it over my head.
Baby, and then she yelled, okay.
There you go. Gorge.
Now you gotta zip it.
Yeah, let's see if we can do this. Snap it first.
It's like a jacket.
Yeah.
Dang, that's a good looking suit.
Thanks, bro.
Put this together and this keeps it. And then you want to put it.
Wanna see my board?
Yeah, let's do this thing. Oh, you gotta get the button on first. Got a hand?
Help me.
So if you didn't catch that, people were in the comments the last video clip, and they were saying that she basically was at the beach because Blue was at the beach, right? And this is what I'm trying to figure out. 68 degrees. Yeah, this is wrong. This is wrong. I don't get it. Sean brings Junior in the stroller to watch her surf lesson. How she say he wants his bottle at 3. Where's the food? Junior makes it again. I was with Sean responsible. She want the bottle. They really able to run out laughing. It's cute, right? Right. It's right. I So this is actually really, really sad. Um, it's gonna give me too many lines in my forehead. It's really sad and really hard for me to watch. Um, um, I'll be praying for the little boy. That's for sure. Um, because I don't want to see anything happen bad to anyone, but especially a child. You know, and I just don't. I don't know what they can do because Blueface can't. Hopefully he's doing something behind the scenes working toward getting this child. Um, and they're supposed to be like reverends. Maybe someone should, she goes to this church. There's some sort of a church every Sunday. Drop it in the comments if that church is in Baltimore or is it in California. Curious about that. There was a church that she gave a huge donation to when she was pregnant. Remember, she's walking across the stage, she gave that man the money. And then I think that was the same church that lifted him up in prayer when he was a baby, and now all this has happened to him. I'm just wondering, um, it's a big church, it's got to be a really huge congregation. Out of all those people, and even including the reverend, no one is anyone putting their foot down about how everything, all this stuff needs to stop, and we need to figure out a normal daily plan for Junior. I've said it. She has a YouTube channel. I don't know if she has access to that channel, but she can start a new one. And it could literally be the vlog, a daily vlog about, progressing with Junior. You know what I mean? Like about his therapy, what he needs to happen for him every single day. But it just seems as though it's not in her to do this. She does not want to dedicate her life right now, or who knows, because this is now the time this kid needs it. Can't be later. It actually did happen 2 years ago. Um, Now is the time to dedicate herself to her son and all of the help that he needs. And she could just monetize off of filming that. You guys would watch, because for some reason, people are like really, really glued to watching her. Um, this is just sad for me. I just don't want to see the kid like that. Yeah, I I'm gonna come on here with something else eventually. I mean, I did just do the thing with Ray J, and it's weird. Um, how many times it was watched but not liked. So that's, I don't know, that's one of those caveats that you pay for when you ask, like, hey, could you share? So I don't know, but check out the Ray J video. Maybe people like, hey, I don't like it because I don't like Ray J and I don't like what he did. But I don't know. I'm gonna come back with some more love and relationship stuff. I had a whole entire like plan trajectory for the channel. And then Blueface came home. Well, first it was her and these couple of guys, and then Blueface came home. The baby stuff, the babies resurfaced, and I don't have a lot of time. So thank you. Thank you for spending this time with me. And don't forget to like the video, hit the bell for the next Princess Lightfoot radio, Princess Lightfoot late night, and consider subscribing to the channel. I'll see you next time.